Our hearts break, but our hearts also heal. The thread that pulls us from heartbreak to healing is love. Judy Leaf. Grand Rising! If you are a first time viewer, welcome. My name is Joseph Long, and I thank you for tuning in. To my returning viewers, hello, friends, and thank you for your consistent support. That which we call death is a natural part of life. From the beginning to the end, life is a constant change and nothing stays fixed. And that gives life its vitality, but it also causes a certain heartbreak when we face the difficult truth of impermanence. Grief is a recognition of endings, but it is also a birth and a beginning. We enter into a difficult and solitary journey and we come out transformed. There's nothing really to be said about grieving that doesn't sound trite. There's no simple way through it. It is extremely difficult to put the gravity or the force of grief into words, and there's no one way to grieve. Neither is there a cure for our fragility and vulnerability. We have only one option, which is somehow to figure out a way to love and embrace it. Every goodbye is a moment of connection. Grief teaches us how very attached we are to everything. We don't want to let go of anything, but through grief, we learn to love and appreciate what we've had and lost. Friends, family, a way of life, a job, our youth. We grieve it all. Grief is very heavy, painful, difficult, and powerful. We need to touch into all levels of it, really acknowledge it before we can release it. As most of you know, 3 years ago from yesterday, my mom made her transition. Therefore, in my mom's memory today, I would like to address grief. To those of you that may have had a loved one make their transition, for those of you who may know what it feels like to have that sense of loss when a friend, lover, or family member is no longer physically with us, I invite you to join me in this guided meditation written by Judy Leaf. May this message, may this practice provide you, provide me with comfort. But before we start today's meditation, if you haven't already done so, please like, comment, share. If you're not a subscriber to my YouTube channel, subscribe to Inspirational Moments with Joseph Long. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you may be notified every time I post something new. These may seem like small gestures to you, but to me, it means a lot. Thank you. So let us begin. To begin, take a comfortable seat and rest. Slowly breathe deeply in and out. Relax and settle, coming into a present moment experience. What is really happening to you here and now? Now bring to mind a personal loss. This could be the recent transition of a friend or relative or loved one. It could be a loss that you've been carrying as a burden for a long time. It's not something you've read about or something at a distance or abstract, but something personal, a person or experience or aspect of your life. Start with your body and your immediate somatic experience. What bodily sensations do you notice? Do you feel grounded, spacey, tight, hollow, full, edgy, dull, squirmy? What do you notice? Don't interpret, just feel. What is your body saying to you right now? Now bring yourself to your heart in the middle of your chest and simply feel the heart holding the grief, being filled and heavied by that grief. Your raw, tender, loving, vulnerable, beating heart, and rest with that. Now rest in your throat center. So often the throat is connected with grief and it wells up in tightness and has a kind of ache that can arise when we are about to cry, when we're shocked or have a sense of loss. Notice where else your grief is being held in your body. It could be your heart, your throat, your stomach. They all hold something. They are processing something. Without words, without direction, naturally the body knows. Then direct your attention to what emotions are arriving: sorrow, anger, a quality of love, disappointment. There could be a sense of intensity or a sense of just being dull. Note what emotions are arising. Don't be embarrassed or afraid to feel whatever you're feeling. Don't judge what you're feeling. Just feel. Let your emotions manifest. Welcome them. Don't suppress them, and also don't feed them. Emotions are the energy of our grieving, and they change. They always changing like life itself. So be gentle. If you start to feel overwhelmed, take a break, rest, breathe, resettle. Allow yourself time to rest in your present moment bodily emotional experience. Just rest, just feel, just be. Let grief do its work. Let it heal you. Don't push. Don't be impatient. Let yourself grieve. Process this change in your life. Let it teach you. Reflect on life. Reflect on grief in your life, on the losses you've had and how your losses connect you with so many others. Just bringing your attention to that fact can be so healing. It happens to everyone. It's hard to accept change. It's hard to say goodbye. But when you stop fighting the inevitability of loss and change, a new and deeper love and appreciation is possible. We no longer take our friends, our loved ones, or our life altogether for granted. We liberate our love, liberate our joy and appreciation in a very powerful way. Through this difficult journey, through loss, through grief, through sorrow, with a vulnerable and tender heart. When peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to say, my soul. Namaste. Now I would like to conclude today's practice with a candle lighting ceremony. You may participate by taking out a candle and a lighter. So for today, I have this candle and this lighter. Let's begin. The flame of the candle that we will light symbolizes remembrance. As I light my candle in memory of my mom, as you light your own candle in memory of your loved one, let us do so with gratitude that they lived and that we shared their life for a time. And guess what? They continue to live in their next phase of life. As we light the flame of remembrance, let the tiny light also represent our own rebirth and renewal as we seek meaning in life without the physical presence of those we love. As we strive for joy, peace, and happiness. As we look into future's promise with our surviving loved ones and share our lives. So if you have a candle in front of you, you may light it now. If you do not, I invite you to continue to support me as I light my candle in front of you. So I light this candle in remembrance of my mom, Sharon Long. If you are honoring the memory of your loved one, recite their name as you light your candle. I light this candle in remembrance of my mom, Sharon Long. Now look into the flame of your candle. Now close your eyes. You will see the flame still glows behind your closed eyes. And so it is with our memories. Amen. You may open your eyes, and if you wish to, blow out your candle. I will continue to let mine burn for a couple of hours. And so it is. All right, let's see who's on here live with me. Showing that there's 5 of you on here. Okay. First online, I have Miss Martha. Hello, Martha. Grand rising to you. Miss Bernie, the healer extraordinaire. Yes, lending that healing consciousness tomorrow, today. Yes, grief is healing. Miss Pat is on here. I was hoping, Miss Pat, you would be here to lend your consciousness. Grand rising to you. As she says, good morning, everyone. She also says, I could understand this because there's no time limit on grieving. Absolutely. So don't let nobody dictate to you how long you should be grieving a loved one. Miss AP is in the house. Grand rising to you, AP. Sports Chick. I was hoping, Sports Chick, you would be on here. One of my fellow prayer chaplains. I know you was in here lending that prayerful consciousness here this morning. Good to see you. Miss Martha says, good morning with the sun emoji. Miss Sports Chick says, good morning, everyone. Keoka, my twin, is in the house. Thank you, Keoka, for lending your consciousness. I know these morning live chats are challenging with you with your work schedule and everything, but I appreciate you being here for this practice. Grand rising. Oh my God, Miss Tanya Marie is on here. Hello, Tanya, my Thrive buddy, my Thrive friend, my friend, period. And she says, good morning, Grand rising, Tanya. Sports Chick says, it is well with my soul. Thank you for touching and agreeing. Miss Bernie says, it is well with your soul because she dwells within you. Live in your memories. Absolutely. Sports chick, I like this candle in remembrance of my mom. I like this candle in remembrance of my mom, Pauline. Yes, yes. And if you feel driven to do so, you may type in the comment section as well who you light your candle with. And if you don't have a candle in front of you, the beautiful thing about the power of imagination, you could see the candle in your mind's eye. You could see yourself lighting the candle as you can audibly say the name of that light, that loved one. All right. Miss Keoka states, good morning, Rev J, and good day to all. Thank you, Miss Keoka. So I'm gonna, did pretty good, 20 minutes. I knew this was gonna take a little longer. I wanted to take my time. This is my little way of showing remembrance to my mom today. As y'all know, I think about it every day, but this day is extra. Well, yesterday is extra special. So I conclude with this, and we will reconnect tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I just said that on my YouTube and Instagram channels. Tomorrow is Friday, so y'all know how we do on Friday. Bring your dancing shoes and be ready to start the practice with a brief cardio, having fun, letting loose, getting in touch with our inner childhood, letting the youthfulness that's within us come to the outer. All right. So thank you so much for joining me in today's special experience. I love you and I appreciate you. Peace and blessings. Mwah.